Okay, good evening. We'll start the formal portion of the hearing in just a moment. I'm waiting on a few commissioners to arrive, and then we'll begin.
This is Commissioner Coleman.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Good evening, Judge. This is Chairman Sylvie.
Thank you, Chairman. And I believe we may have one more commissioner coming. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start. And if another commissioner joins us, I will do an introduction at that time. So with that, let's go on the record. Can everybody hear me okay? Now, good evening. You just had the question and answer part of the local public hearing, and hopefully some of you were able to get your questions answered. Now it's time for the formal part of the hearing where the public gets to offer comments to the commission. Now, first, I'd ask that everybody mute themselves unless they're speaking. That'll cut down on the noise level and prevent any kind of audio feedback. Now, today's date is November 17th, 2021, and the current time is 6:25 p.m. And the Missouri Public Service Commission has set aside this time today for a local public hearing in case number ER-2021-0312, which is a general rate case captioned as in the matter of the request of the Empire District Electric Company doing business as Liberty for authority to file tariffs increasing rates for electric service provided to its customers in its Missouri service area. Now, the commission has scheduled this local public hearing to give the members of the public an opportunity to comment about Liberty's application to adjust its rates. The Missouri Public Service Commission regulates the rates charged by investor-owned public utilities in Missouri to ensure that those rates are just and reasonable. The commission also regulates the quality of service and safety of operations of public utilities. Now, the commission is made up of 5 commissioners. The commissioners are appointed by the governor to a fixed term and confirmed by the Senate. The commissioners are Chairman Ryan Sylvie and Commissioners Scott Roop, Maida Coleman, Jason Holzman, and Glenn Kolkmeyer. The commission employs a staff of engineers, accountants, attorneys, financial analysts, and other specialists in the field of utility regulation. My name is John Clark. I'm the regulatory law judge that will preside over this hearing this evening. With me today are Chairman Ryan Sylvie and Commissioners Maida Coleman, and is Glenn Kolkmeyer there? Okay, Commissioner Kolkmeyer is not on right now. He may join us. I don't know that for certain. Now, this is an official hearing of the Missouri Public Service Commission, and statements and testimony of the public witnesses will be recorded by a court reporter and must be given under oath or affirmation. All of the commissioners will have an opportunity to read all the witnesses' remarks, and the commission does value your comments and inputs. Chairman Sylvie, would you like to make any welcoming remarks?
Thank you, Judge. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for participating tonight. These public hearings are really the only opportunity we get to hear directly from ratepayers. So it is important, and we do appreciate your participation. With that, Judge, I'm going to turn off my camera to save bandwidth, and I will speak up if I have any questions.
Thank you, Chairman. And the chairman has an excellent point there. While we don't seem to be experiencing any bandwidth problems at the moment, I'm going to ask that unless you're testifying before the commission, that you keep your camera off. If you are testifying before the commission, you are welcome to turn your camera on. Now I'm going to begin by asking counsel to enter their appearances for the record, starting with the Empire District Electric Company doing business as Liberty.
Good evening. This is Diana Carter for the Empire District Electric Company.
Thank you, Ms. Carter. For the commission staff.
On behalf of the commission staff, Nicole Mers.
Thank you, Ms. Mers. From the Office of the Public Counsel.
Nathan Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Now, there are several interveners in this case. Are there any counsel for interveners present? Okay, I'm hearing no one. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call on the people who have pre-registered to offer comments first. After that, I'll allow an opportunity for anybody else who would like to comment. Now, when I call your name, please go ahead and unmute, which if you're attending by telephone, you do by pressing *6. I'll place you, or well, I'll ask you to affirm or swear to tell the truth and ask you to state and spell your name for the record. Also, after you finish giving your comments to the commission, I'm going to ask that you wait just a moment in case the commission has any follow-up questions or in case I have any questions. And commissioners, if you just, I'm not going to specifically ask if any commissioners have any questions. I'll just leave a beat after the comments. And if any commissioners have any questions, they can ask those at that time. I'm going to ask so that everybody has an opportunity to speak who wants to speak tonight, that you limit your comments to 5 minutes. Now, the commissioners are not going to be able to answer any of your questions today, and that's because they have to remain impartial until after all the evidence is presented at the evidentiary hearing. The commission has not made any decisions in this case, and the commission is interested in your comments and will use them in conjunction with the evidence the parties present to make their decisions. If you have questions after the hearing, you can use the same email address you used to register to speak for this. I will also give some addresses. Well, I will also give some contact information at the end. With that, I will call the names on the list. Now, there are only 2 names that have signed up to speak tonight so far. And oddly enough, they're identical names, one under a business and one as a person. So is a Richard Hatfield present? Richard Hatfield with Joplin Auto Sales. Going once, going twice. No takers. Now, as I said, that's the only name that I had signed up to offer comments to the commission at this time. At this time, is there anybody who would like to offer a comment to the commission? Please feel free to unmute yourself and let me know. Anyone who would like to offer a comment to the commission? Okay, I don't see anyone offering any, anyone who wants to offer any comments. So here's what I'm going to do. I'd like to thank you all for showing up today. As I said, I hope you were able to get your questions answered during the question and answer portion of the hearing. If you have additional comments, or if you have comments that you didn't get to make, or someone you know was unable to be present but would like to make comments, you can make written comments, and those can be made by contacting the email address that you used to register for this hearing. If you'll hold on just a moment, I should have that. All right, bear with me just a moment. Well, I don't appear to have that present, but here's what you can do. You can offer comments by contacting the Office of the Public Counsel or by going to the PSC's webpage. Now, the Public Service Commission's webpage will have a tab for you to offer comments. If you offer comments that way, be sure and include the case number in this case, which is ER-2021-0312. I'm going to ask one last time if there's anybody who would like to make any comments. Okay, thank you all for coming today, and this hearing is now adjourned. We will go